setting in North Carolina, the Spectrum Center in downtown Charlotte. The Nets taking on the Hornets. For Brooklyn, out of 9 games so far this season, they've only taken 1 loss. Wow, enjoying a fantastic start. Hornets, Nets, coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, some people questioned the contract that Terry Rozier got from the Hornets in 2019. But 3 years later, he earned an even bigger deal. He says, I work my tail off because that's all I know. The money will be there. I'm more excited that I can just show my talent every night, what I'm about, and who Terry Rozier really is. Kevin, back to you.
Love the motor. D.A., thanks. So the Nets starting 5. Simmons is out there with Harris. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Watanabe in at the 4. And for Charlotte, the forwards are Hayward and Washington. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. And it's Richards in at center. He'll be the Nets off the tip. And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. To the paint, here's Claxton. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Claxton's got his team on the board to start the game for the Nets. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Rozier with the ball. Out guarded by Simmons. It's deflected. Thybulle finds Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Rozier. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Hayward passes the ball. On the wing, Rozier. And it's Rozier again missing.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Ball kicks to Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Ball. With the floater. That shot off. Simmons with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 7. Passes it to Watanabe. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focus. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And the Nets decide to take their first timeout here.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Cody Martin comes in for Washington. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Three-pointer, Martin. Out to Smith. Pass to Oubre. Williams trying to break free. And it's Kelly Oubre with the three.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Martin. Pass to Oubre. Hayward outside. Shot clock at 5. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Brooklyn ball.
Nets leading by 4. Here's Simmons. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the pass to Oubre. Sinks the triple. Oubre's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break.
17. Fans, make some noise.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. P.J. Washington is out there with Cody Martin. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. And he's able to get it back. Yes, that goes in.
4-2.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Watanabe comes in for Johnson. And Harris subbed in for Thomas. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Richards. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Nerlens Noel.
Matisse.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Thybulle, the pass to Harris, out to the right wing. Here's Watanabe. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A special move before the shot. And the Nets lead by 4.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And stolen by Thybulle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Nets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And the second free throw, good. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
Washington passes the ball. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0-4. They get it back. Thybulle. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And if you need a lockdown defender, Richard, look no further than Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, I watched him play in college at Washington, and in a short amount of time, this guy has proven that he can take on anyone. Exceptional at blocking shots at his position, but he's someone that you can throw on any team's best player, and I mean any team.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Gordon Hayward comes in for P.J. Washington. Oubre is checked in for Cody Martin. And Smith's subbed in for Ball. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Watanabe. Johnson comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Curry. Pushing it up. Oubre inside the three-point line. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Charlotte basketball.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Smith kicks to Rozier. Williams trying to break free. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 1 point in the basket from Rozier.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
And finished off by Oubre.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Simmons passes to Johnson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
First personal foul and the 3rd team foul.
Hayward finds Williams. Smith on the wing, guarded by Simmons. Oubre outside, just 4 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA feels lucky they found a new home.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Noel's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Thomas subbed in for Joe Harris. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Rozier against Thomas. Rozier, the pass to Hayward. Oubre on the wing. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Johnson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line.
And he's good on the second. 5 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Simmons. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
Score. Your Hornets. 28. The Nets. 26.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
It's the work they've done in the paint that's impressed me the most. A lot of their points have come from the inside. They need to keep that production in the post coming in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kelly Oubre having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Harris. He's out there with Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Ball kicks to Washington. Such a wide open look. Washington's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Pass to Watanabe. Here's Simmons. And he makes good on the layup.
Simmons.
13 points for Ben Simmons.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And that was another look at the fantastic mobile run drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
Richards passes to Washington. Got it. Good job in the low post. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Martin. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Rozier, the pass to Martin. And here is Ball. Pass to Rozier. Here's Richards. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. And Oubre is subbed in for Martin. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Oubre passes to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Johnson outside. Here's Watanabe. Oh, good with the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And they get it back. Second shot opportunity. And it's Williams laying it in. And now a 9-point Hornets lead.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Johnson for 3. He can't get that one. And the Hornets now going the other way.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. He's a guy who's just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Smith checked in for Rozier.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
On the wing, Johnson, and they get it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Johnson's got 11 points.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Oubre outside. Noel against Williams. Shot clock at 6. And it's Noel with the rebound. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte.
Coming onto the floor.
Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Hayward kicks the ball. Puts it up from 12. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Here's Finney-Smith, and he goes in for the dunk.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the Nets making a change here. Simmons is checked in.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Johnson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Here's Ball. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Hornets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
The Nets, 42.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Hayward out there with Williams. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Richards in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the Hornets 5. Johnson. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oubre can't get it to go. Nets trail by 4. Noel passes to Simmons. It counts, and the foul. That's on Terry Rozier.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Thomas. Well, the Hornets shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Back to Rozier. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Rozier kicks to Hayward. Down low, here's Richards, and he banks in the lane. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Claxton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Assisted, Ben
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Cameron Johnson. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
All right, David, thanks.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Rozier, here we go. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Simmons passes to Claxton. Bucket is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. They get it again. Inside. Washington, that's good.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Nets trail by 4. Nice move. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is who Ball is, a guy that embraces getting fouled and wanting to step it up for his team. And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Out to Harris. Launches it. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Hayward with the stuff.
And using his underrated athleticism, Hayward is no stranger to throwing it down.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 8. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Outside for Simmons. Lets it go from deep. Hornets with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. Claxton. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Brooklyn fouls the call. Ben Simmons. Second personal foul.
It's the first that will put them up by 9. Ball hits them both. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Johnson in the corner. And again, it's the Nets missing. Hornets leading by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hornets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And Hayward gets it to go.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And there's the pass to Rozier. Shot from 12. It's tipped.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Basketball. Substitution for the Hornets. J.T. Ford. Svi Atislav Mikhailov. James Bouknight.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
That's a 3-second violation. Charlotte basketball.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.